Hello everyone, this is from Patio Frutal. Today we're going to be doing some air layering of this arctic kiwi plant. And I'm going to show you the method that I have decided to use today. And other people's method varies, so this is the way I'm going to try it. So hang on tight, I'll show you what I'll be doing. This is my air layer plant, my kiwi plant that we're going to be doing the air layer on. So right down on the bottom here, she has quite a few amount of shoots that I have decided to let it grow to choose a good part. I already done one air layer right down below here. So that is an air layer that I did on a soda bottle. And you can use anything. You can use a plastic bag, any container that you decide to use it to do your air layering. So what I'm doing right now is we got some potting mix soil in this container. It's already moist, very moist. So we need that to help with the rooting process. So right now we're also going to have some rooting powder, which is a rooting hormone to grow roots. And we already trimmed, as you can see on the floor. There's a few pieces here that have been trimmed. We got this branch, which is the chosen one. I mean, not branch, it's a vine, which is the chosen one for this. So right now, I'll show you how this goes. I'll keep this. This is a container we're gonna use. It has two already pre-drilled holes where the roots is gonna come through. I mean, not the roots, the wood is gonna come through. So we're gonna dump that in there. All right. So what I have to do right now is I just remove the bark. Let's see if we get a good shot. All right. So we're gonna take this off from here so we can see better. All right. So I just remove the bark, this section from here. The way you do it is you just go around with a knife. This is a very sharp knife. It's a Japanese knife. So once you remove the bark, then you gotta remove another layer. It's called the cambium layer. And you have to scrape it off. You have to be very diligent when you remove this layer. Because if you leave even just one strip, that's gonna ruin the chances of you getting any roots. So when you do this, just be very meticulous about it and get it all going. All right, so if you look at it when you're scraping this off, you see how it's changing. You can tell if you left something behind. So that cut is about 2.5 inches long. That remove of that layer. See the layer, all the cambium layer is right there on my finger. So everything is all cleaned off. All right, so the next step after that is going to grab your rooting hormones. I'm going to apply it. So this also in the container, it says to keep it out of the reach of children. These rooting hormones, these are hormones, especially not good for women that are pregnant. So you make sure that if you're doing this, you wear gloves. But I'm gonna have to do it this way because I don't have just all around it. Just make sure that you get some of that hormones in there. I even put some in the bark because a lot of the roots come out of the bark. So not just the area that you just peel off. So we put some in there. That way you get better rooting. So now, let me take over here. We're gonna fill up this vessel, this container. We're gonna fill it up with a potting mix. All right, and Gonna make it nice and tight so there's no air pockets in there. You don't want to have air pockets on these things. It will promote rotting. So, all right. So you see the hole? That's where the stick's gonna come through. I cut it. Put the holes in there. So now, once that's going through the pipe, I'm gonna close it up with this, and I'm gonna seal it up. You can usually, let me remove this container from here. All right, so I'm gonna go back, move this up. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there we go. There we are. All right. So now we're gonna take this container. We're gonna make a division there so the wood can get through. You gotta do that, otherwise it's gonna be a lot difficult. And since this is already open, it's just a matter of getting in there, top, bottom. Make sure it comes out through the cut that you make. All right. So now we are there. Make everything tight. Now we're gonna put the cover on it. All right. So you see where it is. It's nice and tight. So I'm gonna grab a cleaner paper here. Give it a clean up. I don't want it to be too messy, but sometimes it is messy. All right. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna grab the tape. And I'm gonna, all right, so I can see it. Looks all right. So tape is just to hold them in place. So I already have another air layer that I did today, and a little while ago. And I'm gonna put this tape. And when the other one is ready to be removed, this one will be ready also. And all right, so just gonna keep it nice and tight. That's what I like about tape. Tape, very pliable. You don't have to be worrying about it too much. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go around the base of the trunk, keep them in place, go around twice, a little bit above. Okay, so that's that's there. Gonna cut and leave them in there. All right, so usually to seal everything tighter, usually when you do it with a plastic bag, you have to put aluminum foil to keep the sunlight from the rooting. But me, I just like to put aluminum foil on everything. Because you seal, you know, any entrance that you can have from a bug trying to get into your stuff. So I'm just gonna put this aluminum foil over here. And it wasn't enough, but I cut another piece. Because aluminum foil is very pliable. And see, it's all sealed. All right, there you go. So what I also will do is I'm gonna put another, this is gonna be here for a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. So I'm just gonna make sure that it doesn't fly off. So just gonna apply that baby there. All you want to do is you want to block the sun from coming in here. So here we go. That's perfect. All right. So there you go. That's how we do air layer. There's two of them right next to each other. One's in a soda bottle, the other one's in a butter container, and that's it. So air layer of artic kiwi. So we'll show you the results in another 2 or 3 weeks when we see that there's plenty of roots, and then we'll do the cutting and we'll give it away. From Patio Frutal, hope you like, share, and subscribe. You have a good evening.